What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. Today, we're going to be having a very important and amazing discussion together with my guest, Matthew Nyamlori. So I'm just going to go ahead and add him. Make sure that you tune in. Tell us where you're tuning in from and who you are tuning in with. Tell us the platform where you're tuning in from today, because we can go live right from Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, this is Wendy Talk Show, Raw Edition. Let's get to this. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Your audio is not coming through, so tap on the unmute yourself.
This one.
You just muted yourself now. Okay, try talking. You need to unmute the mic. Good now.
Hello.
Oh God.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? You need to maybe type something. Let me get you out, and then we'll come back again. Hello, guys. I don't know what's up with the audio still, but
hello.
Yeah, the audio is nice. I don't know why the speakers audio is default speaker audio.
Hello.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me start by playing some music as we sort this thing that is going on right now, and then we're gonna be good to go. So let's do this.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, let me add you back. Can you try speaking again?
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hi, I can see from Glenn PS is saying tuning in. I don't know why the guest speaker is not coming through. What are you using? You're just using
a laptop. Or can I use a phone?
Maybe type something, Matthew, or I don't know what's going on. But I can't hear I can't hear the guest. People can hear me. Can you hear the guest? Let me know, guys. Can you hear? Oh, you can hear both of us, but I can't hear the guest. I don't know what's going on then. I don't know what is going on then. But if you can hear both of us, it's okay. So
let me use the lap. Let me try another way. Let me leave this.
Okay, guys. So let me. Okay, hold on. Let me play some music, guys. Sorry for that. Baby, let me show you what you are. Given a chance, I can show you what you need. Be by my side all the time. I wanna give you some good love. Let me take you to my area. Give you all you ever wanted. Baby, I'll put you in the and no man. Then I'm the only one who can't hear him. Let me see.
Hello.
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 Try increasing the volume. Okay, you're good now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Okay, I'm also doing good. Thank you so much for tuning in on to today's show. Sorry for the little bit of technical complications, but I'm glad we are ready to pick it up. So today's topic is youth violence, slash unrest in schools. And I want to believe that you are 100% the right candidate to speak about this topic. So that's why when you reached out to me and told me that, we need to kick it off, I said, like, let's just get deep into it and start talking about this topic. So we are going to be looking at this topic in from different aspects. So, and I want to believe that you are ready for this discussion. So the first aspect that we're going to be talking about is why do you think all these schools are being set ablaze? What do you think could be the main issue that is affecting the students, or for them to be able to do such kinds of malicious acts? What do you think is the main reason why the kids are doing this?
I First of all, good evening, or I
Yeah.
know it is good afternoon there.
Yes.
Whatever is happening in this country, so terrific. Even me, I'm wondering what is happening. But
Yes.
from the look of things,
Yeah.
you know, first person to treat or to bring up a child is the parent or the
Yeah.
guardian.
Uh-huh.
And the first discipline comes from the parents.
Yes.
If the parent instill a discipline from a child right from kindergarten,
Mm.
at school the child will also respect the teacher.
Okay, so you're trying to say that we are, it goes all the way back to the parents.
The first one, the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
molding of the behaviors of a child right from birth, it comes
Mm.
from the guardian or the parent, the
Mm.
environment where the child is coming from.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So as the child developed, it will rise. As the child develops, the child will grow and start peer pressure.
Okay. Uh-huh.
When the parent is good enough,
Mm.
giving the child support, instilling discipline in the child,
Mm-hmm.
obviously the child will run away from the peer pressure,
Okay. Okay.
because peer pressure can affect even somebody at as old as 40 years old.
And that's true. That's true. Yes.
So where the behavior start and where the character start is the parent. If
Okay.
your child make a mistake
Uh-huh.
in school
Mm-hmm.
and the teacher give the child some light punishment,
Mm-hmm.
you go round at
Mm-hmm.
the teacher will watch your child.
Okay. Uh-huh.
The first person to respect in the life of child is the class teacher of
Uh-huh.
your child.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So this thing goes round, two ways round.
Uh-huh.
When a parent or a guardian is not willing and is fighting teachers
Mm-hmm.
and is not willing to cooperate with the teachers to instill discipline to the child,
Uh-huh.
obviously the child will go astray
Okay. Uh-huh.
and the behaviors now will be distorted. And it will reach a point
Uh-huh.
where even the child will turn against you.
Okay.
Recently, last year, you watched a student, a university student killing the parent and the
Yeah, I saw
siblings,
that. I saw that.
and
Yes.
even the workers. He killed
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
And this is the person
Mm.
has been molded right from birth to the
Uh-huh.
university,
Uh-huh.
and he was a self-sponsored student, which means the parents were very caring.
Able. Yeah. 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 Wow.
So you see,
Mm.
you whatever what the parent needs to do,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be so busy, because the asset to the parent. Let's say, for example,
Mm.
President Uhuru Kenyatta
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
is the pride of the mother,
Yes.
Mama Ngina Kenyatta.
Uh-huh.
When Mama Ngina goes anywhere, is honored because he's the mother to the president.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
the child is the first asset to the parent.
Okay. Uh-huh.
If you leave it, the teacher has nothing to lose.
Yes.
The
Yes.
spectators has nothing to lose. The other
Mm.
citizen,
Yes.
you are the only one who will regret.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
have the parents and the guardian
Mm.
must take full responsibility
Uh,
in instilling discipline in their children.
yes.
You
Uh-huh.
know, somebody like me, I was left. My parents left me at the age of class 5
At class 5. Wow.
in Bomet.
Yes.
I think it was class 4, not class 5.
Yes.
In Bomet after 1991 classes, 92
Yes.
classes.
Yes.
Remember, I was staying with somebody who was not my parent,
Yes. Just I got it. Yes. Just
supporting
salvation.
supporting in casual
Mm.
laboring for
Mm.
me to get meat, shelter, and food.
Yes.
Then I go to school also
Mm-hmm.
to do my schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew when I am disciplined, I'll gain something in future.
Mm.
I was in an open environment. Even after doing my first, second class 8, I used to stay alone. I could go to the bar and drink if I wanted. I
Mm.
could just bang and do drug
All
trafficking.
those kinds of
I
drugs.
could
Yes.
join crime and start stealing and doing robbery.
Yeah.
But I knew I'm coming from a very poor background, and my
Mm-hmm.
parents told me it is
Mm.
only education and discipline
Mm-hmm.
which will make me
Become the
somebody
person
in
that you want.
future.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was told when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
don't abuse somebody, don't retaliate, don't
Yes.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, when somebody is abusing you, just run away.
Yes.
When he's laughing at you, just run away.
Uh-huh.
Don't pay back evil with evil. Tit for
Mm.
tat is wrong. I
Mm.
was trained that when I was 10 at my 10th age,
Yes.
and I lived by that up to today.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the foundation of the environment of the child. When
Yeah.
you pick a child of less than 3 years and you
Yeah.
take it to the forest with monkeys,
Uh-huh.
probability of this child behaving like monkeys is very high.
That's true. That's 100%. Yes. Uh-huh.
When you leave your child where he or she lack directions, he can do what he want.
Mm.
He can do what he want. He can answer everybody. He can abuse anybody.
Mm.
This child will probably not respect the teacher.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So my first complaint and the first person to
Mm.
instill discipline to
Mm.
the child or the student is the parent.
Mm.
We have other factors like lack
Yeah.
of role models,
Yes.
rot in the society like this. We have environment where a class 3 can access pornography
Phone
and watch,
in porn.
can
Yeah.
access
Uh-huh.
these movies in Netflix and watch this deadly movie, can
Uh-huh.
access anything and start behaving like those people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the
Uh-huh.
first one,
Uh-huh.
if you tell the child before stepping to university or college, I don't want to see you with any smartphone accessing anything, only learning materials. The
Mm-hmm.
child will live to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you allow that, we are in an open, you need the child at class 3, my daddy, my mommy, boy, get your laptop, get your smartphone, do what you like,
Yeah.
he will
Uh-huh.
do what he likes, and he's going to set the school ablaze.
Uh-huh.
Principal has nothing to lose.
Uh-huh. Yes.
A principal can be moved from Maranda to Nairobi School or Mang.
Yes, that's for sure. Yeah.
A student cannot ban Mangu and come to Alliance to get chance and learn.
Yeah, that's really hard. But let me say Nyamlori, let me say Matthew, because I think people, can easily buy their way into any school that they want, because the society is for the who's those people who have money. They can easily buy themselves into whatever they want. So I think maybe that one also is something else. Like also the teachers need to do proper background check and all these things before letting somebody in the school, in as much as they want the money, and the person is willing to pay so much money and so on. But I don't know how it is, but I think that one can be possible.
Do you know currently, according to TSC circular,
Uh-huh.
when a student want to transfer,
Yes.
the school you are going must get a letter from the DEO
Wow. Uh-huh.
of where you are, that where your school was, to confirm that you are allowed to transfer,
Oh,
for you
that's
to come
better.
to this other school and accepted in and be key into the Kim's kit.
Oh, yeah, that helps. That helps. That helps. That helps.
Whatever I was saying,
Yeah.
all these melodramas in school. We are seeing student unrest.
Yes.
Students want to behave the way they want. They are closing school and chasing principal away. We witness in some even top performing school.
Yeah.
Teachers have nothing to lose.
Yes.
They
It's only
are
the
only
students. Uh-huh.
the student and the parent.
And the parents, yes.
And even parent, if you are 7 or 6 in your family and you are the only one misbehaving,
Yes.
a parent is having the other people to take care of. You
Yeah.
can go away and die. You see,
Wow. Yes.
this
Yes.
thing will come back to the student.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm also going to lack of role model in the society.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Look at
Mm-hmm.
this student also.
Mm-hmm.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
They see their elder siblings
Yeah.
graduated, went to very good school,
Okay. Uh-huh.
went to university and pursued top some of the best courses in the university.
Yes. Uh-huh.
They have not gotten into formal employment.
Yes.
They are still requesting for credit or for support from their parents.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That also discourages a student, and they say, there is no need of wasting my time.
In
My,
the
my, I am in Upper Hill and my brother was in Maseno School. What
yes.
am I doing now? I
Yeah.
can, and he's still at home after graduating in the civil engineering or even BCom or even
Mm.
career science. You see,
Mm.
that also affect, and that one also goes directly to the government. The
Yes.
second person
Uh.
who do this thing, who make this thing happen, TSC. I've been
Mm.
following the circular of the TSC concerning teachers. TSC had been harsh on the teachers.
Wow. Uh-huh.
You don't do this, you don't do this, you don't.
Mm.
All the circular being sent, and I was seeing in the media and
Mm.
even everywhere in public domain are just against teachers.
Wow. Yeah, I
Yes,
see the other day they even banned the, I don't know, corporal punishment and so on. So you can't like beat a kid when they are
they
wrong
have
in
banned
school and
corporal
stuff.
punishment. They have banned so many things. They just come up with delocalization. You go away, you are moved away. They just come in with Nini and they impose it without even consulting. They just come in with CBC and you must do it. You must go
Mm.
for training and you pay. You
Mm.
see, those are
Wow.
also pressure. Those are the
Mm.
teachers saying that it is their work to teach and live. The
Mm-hmm.
students are treated as king in school and queens.
Mm-hmm.
They can do what they want.
Wow.
Also, the school is congested.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I left Nairobi school in 2015 and we had 7 stream.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You
7. That's a
know,
lot. Uh-huh.
7 stream, but now
Yeah.
the Nairobi school has 12 stream.
That's too much. So that if 7 streams, I want to believe like maybe 5 streams is gonna have 250 students or something. So how about 12? How many students? 1,000.
500 plus per stream.
Wow. Yeah, that's
500
too
and
much.
480, 500. So you see that congestion, and yet there is no any dormitory or house
Yeah.
which has been constructed, boarding facilities
Wow.
which has been constructed in school. That is
Wow.
another pressure. They view the school as custody,
Yeah. Yeah.
as
Wow.
as jail.
As jail, yes. That's what I wanted to say.
So
Yeah.
you see, we had common rooms. Each of our houses had common room with TV. We could watch. We could do entertainment per house and everything. They
Mhm.
no longer have those things. The students are sleeping in those common rooms. Have been converted into dormitories.
Wow.
So you see, this thing also affects the psychology of the student. You
Yeah.
are in Form 1,
Mm.
sleeping in common room, and you met a Form 4 had common room, and they were watching TV and doing everything.
Yes.
You know, when you are coming to Form 2, Form 3, we are rated. We are
Mm.
not treated as other people. We
Yes.
don't look like other people.
Yes.
So the second person who should also come back and review the policies and the circular guiding the school and teachers is the
Mm.
TSE, which is the government.
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm agreeing with you there 100%, and I'm gonna be supporting your points. But let me read some comments here. First of all, I can see Akot Makodis is agreeing with you 100%. I can see Akelo Bigman is saying the worst is happening, leave alone banning the school. The kids are now competing in drinking alcohol. And to me, the problem is too much exposure, especially to the current world of social media and technology. Talk about the next talk about that next time. And that's what you were saying, that they can access the internet anyhow,
Yes,
because the
yes.
parents allow them to do that. And I can
Mm.
also see Wilfred Odiambo is saying, following keenly, Nyamlori is spewing wisdom. Lelo lelo Nyamlori, big up yourself, pale. And I can see Lesson Gwadi saying, tuning in from South Sudan. So all these things that these people are saying, you've already touched on them. And the other day I was following your post on Matthew Aol KE, and I was seeing you posted something. There were two kids. They were totally drunk, completely drunk, until
Yes,
it's like they were picked on the side of the road or something.
yes,
You
yes.
know.
They had a party.
Uh-huh.
They had a party. They were
Yes.
not two. There were many, more than 16.
Wow.
They had,
Uh-huh.
they had a party and sexual orgies, and the bus which they were Nini also got some accident, and even the driver of the bus died. You see, and
Oh.
they moved out of the school without the asking permission, and they went for drinking spree.
Oh.
Practice. It is a mixed school.
Oh, so they escaped.
Yeah, they just move out. They don't escape. They move out when you are seeing.
Oh, because you can't do anything to
You
them.
can't do anything. I'm telling you, the current situation in high school,
Mm.
it is they do what they want. They don't do what the school
The
rules
school rules.
and regulation wants. They do what
Uh-huh.
they want. If they want to close the school today, they will close and go home.
Yeah, because I saw the other day also on your post, still there was some students, that they forced the school to close down because they were so rowdy and violent. I'm like,
Yes,
what is this? Because
yes.
during my time, it didn't used to happen, because they could have just pinpointed the people who started the whole thing, and maybe sent them away
Yes.
for expulsion or something.
And even the student of goodwill who come from needy family, who knew that only education can lift them from that poverty, could
Yes.
not allow such a thing to happen. They could tell the
Yeah.
teacher, this is the person wasting our time.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
went to high school when I think I was the oldest by then.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's no single day I was even thinking of this thing I'm seeing happening in Kenya.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and now it's like it's common. It's like it's a normal thing, because almost every week I see. There are even weeks that two or three of them are happening. So,
Yes.
and I don't know what is being done about it. And I wish people could just change, and that's why we are talking about this right here, because we are the parents of tomorrow, maybe even
Yes.
parents of now. So we need to avoid all these things that are happening with the Z. It's called Generation Z or something, where they
Mm.
allow their kids, kababa, kamama, and all these things.
Yes. Yes.
The kid
Boy,
is
daddy.
now
Mm.
boy, daddy.
Mm.
Yeah, they don't want to correct the kids for the wrong that they're
Yes.
doing. During our time, we used to be beaten like snakes. So and that's what we grew up with, and it landed us to where we are right now. And most of when we were in school, mostly we didn't hear those things. They were maybe 1 in 3 years or something. But this one is like a series, more than 16 schools. And it's in a short
Very
span.
terrible.
Yeah, this
And
is just
there are very beautiful dormitories, the houses, which is the storage building, worth millions of shillings. Somebody is setting a place at a go, and they don't care.
yeah.
I saw yesterday I posted that a Miranda student confessing that he set a place and they never wanted to hurt any student, so they waited for student to go for tea.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care and he's confessing to the police or DCI, you see? So,
Wow.
which means the society needs some kind of, and in fact, the minister also ruled out guiding and counseling people, motivational speakers going to school. He should allow.
Oh,
He
wow.
should
So
allow.
that's
Yeah.
also something. That's also something. They stopped them. They
They
canceled them.
stopped them. We used to have people like Pepe
Yeah.
Minambo. We used to
Mentors
have
and all
people like
this.
Obingo. We used to
Yeah.
have with Mbugua. We used to have very many people coming to school and talking to us.
Mm,
Pilots, doctors,
mm,
cardiologists, neurosurgeons. And in
mm.
fact, when we were in school, we know the school is where you can get something. You can
Yes.
start. School can move you from living from in Kibera to
Mm.
Karen. That
That's
school,
true. Yeah. Yeah.
an equalizer. But
Mm,
nowadays, a student of Miranda School, top performing school,
yeah.
gigantic school, is
Mm.
setting a place in less than 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. And I can see I had a list of schools here that I saw that that was set on fire. Some that I can't even believe. I can see Kangemi, Jamu, Moi High School, Kabarak, Moi Girls High. There's Chavakali High, Maranda, which you're talking about right now. I can see Ofafa Jericho, Vihiga, Ambira, and Nyakach Girls. I don't know if I've missed any other, but these are big
Buruburu.
schools.
We have
Buruburu.
Buruburu,
Yeah.
Moi Forces Academy,
Wow. Wow.
girls in Lanet. And
Yeah.
Moi Forces Academy, it
Mm.
is next to the barracks. It is
Wow.
next to
So
Lanet
right next to
barracks.
the police. And that's ridiculous.
Military.
Yeah. Because us even in campus, a little commotion, the police will even come through, and start beating people up and all these things. Yes, that leads to police brutality and all of these things. But when you see police, because you're afraid of what they're gonna be doing to you, you will kind of stop or something. But it's ridiculous that the school is even next to a barrack.
During your time at
Yes.
Rongo, your neighbor was Mr. Combo, up there.
Yes. Yes. Who is a
The
teacher?
neighbor down there was this other person,
Madam. She was also madam.
Madam.
Yes.
So you see, imagine that Mr. Combo or Madam
Mm.
could, if he or she could meet you at the gate misbehaving.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Your
know.
parents will know, and they will take responsibility
Yeah.
of informing your parent, of even
Parents.
participating to discipline you.
Yeah, that's
Of
true.
which the community was participating in correctional behaviors of the child.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now, when you try to touch a child, now you will know the mother.
I know.
There is one thing I want to discuss about. Also now,
Mm.
we have very many single parents. Single
Yes.
parents, and a lady having children in the university and he doesn't have an husband. I'm not talking ill against them, but
Yeah.
it is society has made them to be like that. It is
Yeah.
not their wish. Maybe there was a divorce or what, and
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
early
Broken
pregnancy, and
families. Yes.
so
Yeah.
see, when you compare when your father was alive,
Yes.
the father was authority and he was no nonsense.
Yes.
The mother could correct you with a lot of compassion.
Yes.
So imagine you are living in a case whereby there is no authority and strict punishment. You are
Mm-hmm.
living with correction and compassion. You go with it up to the end.
Wow. Yeah, that can contribute to a lot of things. Yeah.
That one, a man is an authority in the family, and always we do advise, and always I do listen to even these counselor people telling the single parent,
Yeah.
allow your girls, your children to visit your uncle.
Yeah.
I have my niece and nephew used to come to my place. And when I am at home, I
Yeah.
don't joke with them. Whether you are in the high school, whether you are in the university, I correct you there and then.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't tolerate nonsense.
I
That's
don't tolerate
good.
because I survived for me to reach where I am.
Yes.
And I want also good life for them.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, but right now, when right now you might even find yourself in court when you start maybe punishing another person's child or something, because I
Direct.
am my own self. Oh, si panguingui. That's what they say, right?
You will be, you will
Uh-huh.
be convicted. You will be
Yeah.
convicted. And they will not see it as something wrong. They'll
Mm.
see it as something normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember one time a student was caught in a very performing school drinking, and the parent were called. And in fact, the parent was a magistrate or a judge.
Yes.
I've been to good schools. And when the
Yes.
parent came, the deputy told, we met your student. Your student sneaked out of school and went and bring pombe, and he was drinking. And
Yeah.
then the parent told the deputy principal,
Mm.
that is a menu at our home.
Oh. So it's a menu, like after eating they have to drink or something.
Yeah, they have to drink.
Wow.
So the student was expelled.
Wow. And the parent contributed to that too.
Yes. So
Wow.
if this student is taken to another school, what
Mm.
will stop him or her from banning that school?
Yeah, no, nothing at all, nothing. And what you were saying earlier, that they need a letter, a referral letter from the DEO or something. I think it's gonna be difficult for this person to
But
get that.
now they switch to top performing private school.
Yes.
Yeah, they need money and it is business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then they can go there, of course. And
Yeah,
of
most
course,
of them.
a family that has a menu that, they drink after eating, so most people even struggle to put food on the table, but a family that can afford to eat and drink also, and it means they are well off, and they can afford to really take them to another private school. So, yes, I understand you there.
That is happening in our society. So the society has so many things. We are
Mm,
talking about poor parenting.
mm.
Our parents should be the one guiding behaviors. We
Yes.
have talked about the government.
Yeah, we've talked about the government, we've talked about poor parenting, we've talked about lack of mentorship, hopelessness
Uh,
because they are seeing yeah, also
lack of
hopelessness because they are seeing their older siblings, or they went to the best schools and all this, but up to now they haven't found anything to hold with their hands. That's all
exactly.
that. Yeah, that one
We,
also we've
we
talked
have
about.
talked about access to the technology,
Access
media,
to,
and
internet and stuff. We've also talked about that. So discipline in schools, we've talked about that one. They've abolished it, and also
it was abolished. It was abolished, and you see the effect now is very huge,
yeah.
catastrophic.
Wow.
So what I wanted also to talk about is
Mm.
the peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Mm.
Peer pressure.
Yes. Uh-huh. So
Peer, peer pressure. Even you witness. I know when you were growing, you witness.
yeah,
There are things you did which you regret because of peer pressure.
yes, of course. Yeah,
So
everybody in
somebody,
there, teenage or whatever, they're vulnerable.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So peer pressure now it is so too strong that everybody, nearly everybody, bigger percentage of the students are drinking
Mm.
alcohol, using hard drugs.
Yes.
Nowadays, during our time,
Mm.
when did you see somebody smoking bang around during
And
your time?
it took me a very long time
A
before I
very
saw
long time.
anybody. It took me a long time. I didn't even know how it looked like. So yes,
But
nowadays
now,
I see it all over.
broad, down, broad daylight, you're meeting people smoking is like any
Yeah,
other.
and they are recording themselves, remember? And they are posting, and they are competing who can take the biggest blunt, who can take how many
I'm,
blunts, in
I'm
a
living next to Superhighway, Thika, and I've been meeting people smoking in the broad daylight as
wow.
early as Satano. They are smoking
Wow.
and they don't care.
They don't
You see,
wow.
so I was thinking about peer pressure is very strong. It is affecting so many people. It
Yeah.
is affecting so many students because for a
Mm.
student to ban the school, this
Yes.
student must have a phone in school.
That's one. Yes.
And this student must be planning this thing for like 2, 3 months before.
Yes. Uh-huh.
This student must be having an outsider
To bring kerosene or something.
to bring
Yes.
petrol or something,
Yes.
and this outsider must be transacting some
Uh,
illegal business and
yes.
giving him a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it takes a
So
lot.
you
It
see,
takes
the
a lot.
peer pressure have met in a cubicle and they have discussed whatever we are going to do. Let
Mm.
kila mtu alete 5K each
Yes. Wow.
to contribute to pay Onyi ama
Onyi. Yeah.
Omondi.
Mm.
Omondi amekubali atakuwa anatuletea hivi, alafu next time ikifika hii nini alete nare na petroli
Yes.
tufanye kitu.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And it is well calculated. School is fenced,
True. Yes.
and I know every point I can come early. I go put my phone at the fence somewhere, and I put some polythene bag or some papers.
Uh-huh.
I get into the school. I go after checking everything, and in the evening I go stroll around the fence and pick my phone and take it to the dormitory or the cubicle.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you getting what is taking
I'm
place?
guessing it takes a lot of planning and a lot of people to corroborate this whole
It
process.
takes a lot of planning, of which the student, the administration, provincial administration, and the police and the teachers must be having phone detectors in such a
Yeah.
way that after coming to school 2 days after, you do
Yeah.
inspection where
Yeah.
you take
Random
phone in
inspection.
all the dormitories and classes. You do
Yes.
two thorough inspection one day,
Yes.
bringing even 20 or 15 police officers,
Mm-hmm.
plus other support from other strict parents and teachers. You do thorough checking using phone detectors.
Yes. Yes, that's a good idea too. That's a good idea.
Are
Yes,
you getting what?
I'm
A
getting
phone will
you.
not come that day. I will not get into the gate with phone, and I
Yeah,
know
of
you will
course it
take it
comes
and you
on
will tell me.
later. Yes. Yeah, I'm not
The
that
phone
stupid.
will arrive to the dormitory 1 day or 2 days after
After I'm
reporting.
in. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that one happens a lot because us also, people we used to have people who are, even servants, working together with us to get us the phones and all these things,
Yes,
you
yes.
understand. So yes, it's not gonna be
Support
the
staff.
first day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support staff. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not coming on the first day. That
No.
teachers should know. And I
Mhm.
know the teachers who are teaching now, they are aware.
They are aware,
And
yes.
they went through that, and most of them had phone in school
Mm.
illegally, but some of them were using it well. They never used it to ban the school.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah, yeah. So,
So it is a
mhm,
coordination and also policy. Poor policy making in the government also affect.
mhm.
I did public policy and administration.
Yes.
For me to get to know the problem affecting an organization will take me less than 2 hours to identify the problem. I can do a report and give you a report and the result of which
Wow.
what you should do to cap that thing.
Wow. Nice. So they need to reach out to people like you to take care of the situations.
I've written a letter. I've written a letter to the Ministry of Education to volunteer to be moving to those schools, talking to those students about my life history and encouraging them to study.
Mm.
I'm still waiting for their response. I went to Juba House
Yeah.
myself and took the letter to the Director of Education Basic Secondary. I
Yeah.
left the letter. I have a copy here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So we hope they are going to get back to you so that we get people like you moving in schools because those things were helpful, by the way. If I'm
Yes.
hearing right now that they banned them, those motivational speeches and so on, then the kids are just moving without any sense of direction. So it,
Yeah, they lack direction.
yeah,
Hey, that is another very good point. The
yeah,
students lack direction.
yes,
Parents are too busy. Parents are
mm,
resourceful. Some are doing research.
yes,
Anatoka by 5,
mm,
anarudi by 10:30.
10:30.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Siku ya shule amelipa fee, unapeleka shule, you are dropped at the gate. They even don't know what their children are doing.
Yes,
They
wow,
don't know what their children are doing. Parents are
yeah,
too busy to guide their nini. So
mm,
the children lack direction. The students lack direction in the
yes,
society. They do what they want. A
yes,
student is as young as 14 years old. Want to
yes,
direct somebody who is 40 years what to do.
wow,
50 years what to do. A principal who is 60 years,
yes.
58 years on what to do.
Mm, wow.
Very
That,
terrible.
yeah, it's very terrible. It's too much to handle. Let us take a break again. Let me go to the comment section. I can see Akot Makodis is saying, is it because they don't have elsewhere to channel that energy? Example with the corona situation, there is no music festivals and other extra activities. I think that's also some point. Nyamlori, what do you think about it?
It is
Because
on
it's
point.
just going to school, reading and reading and reading. People need a break.
It is some points.
Yeah.
Yes, it is some
Yeah.
points.
Mm-hmm.
But do we have games in school? Compulsory games and PE.
We have PE, yes, yes,
We
yes.
have games and PE, and also
Mm,
the corona things.
mm,
It was very unfortunate, and it was world pandemic.
yes.
And because the corona things has gotten I even postponed my graduation for with 1 year, and
Wow.
it was really painful to me. I could not
Yeah,
graduate
yeah.
because corona came and the university was suspended when I was remaining with only 2 weeks to do my final exam.
Wow. Yeah, it
And when
affected
we were
a lot
coming
of
back,
people.
we were very humble to
Mm,
complete that exam and to graduate.
yeah. So you can start
You,
moving on the next step, maybe looking for a
yeah,
job and stuff. Yeah,
you have delayed for 1 year, and
yeah,
the education system they are trying to compare to reduce it for you also to move
yeah.
out to chase your time because time will not wait for you. You
No.
are aging. You are nearing your grave as you wake up every morning.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
So they
Anything
should
might
also
happen also
consider.
in a year. A year is a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Eh,
yeah.
As, as they complain also about that, they should make maximum use of games And this at the end of exam, the school should be doing in the houses
Inter-house,
competition, in the class competition, and
yes,
also they should be moving out also the friendly matches from other school with other school in some games. You see,
yes,
locally arranged. You see, for them
uh-huh,
to relieve that stress,
yes,
because it was world pandemic.
yeah,
America was on lockdown.
yeah,
Britain was on lockdown.
yes,
Spain was locked down. Those are fast moving world. We are
yeah,
in developing world,
yes, uh-huh,
and we are competing for Vision 2030.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
who brought Corona? It was a natural catastrophic thing which came and
yeah,
destroyed many lives.
yes, yes, yeah,
The eagle, when there is a storm with the eagle, it is a bird. When the eagle is flying where there is a storm, you
mm,
see the way they are turning,
yeah, uh-huh, mm-hmm,
the way they are turning to deflect that wind.
yes,
Same to
uh-huh,
human being. Sometimes you can lack even rent. Will you die?
yeah,
Sometimes you can lack food. Will you die?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Next time you will get. You be humble and you see how to get that food. You cannot force what has happened. This cannot force what has happened because that was a natural thing and it was something, a pandemic which came, nobody was expecting.
mm, mm,
This you learn to live by that.
yeah, wow,
There are
that.
people who are getting blind at their old age. Will they commit suicide because they are blind, or they will see on how to cope with it?
Yeah, you have to take it one day at a time. Today is gonna be different, tomorrow is gonna be different. So you leave it as it is. That's true. That's true. I can also see
Mm.
Wilfred Odhiambo is saying Nyamlori the other day. Matiangi was suggesting that boarding schools should be banned and only day schools left. What's your thought on this? Do you think it can be effective to curb all these messes we are facing? Do you think day schooling and boarding, it should only be days calling and ban the boarding? What do you think about this thing, so that maybe they spend more time with the parents and so on? What is your thought on this? A question directed to you.
Concerning abolition of the boarding school,
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm not seeing it as a need of, because even our forefathers were in those boarding school and they perform very well. The boarding school, the boarding facilities, the dormitories these children are burning. Most of their parents were living there, and
Yeah.
and even their grandfather. Maranda started long time ago.
Mm.
Maseno started as early as 1906.
Wow. Uh-huh.
You see, by abolishing boarding school, we have parents who are away from here,
Yes.
and you have abolished boarding school, and they know that their child is maybe is in Mangu or is in Limuru Girls or is in what, and over the holidays she can move, go stay with auntie some few days and go back to school.
Mm.
For me, as I do my research, maybe in Duke University or in
Mm.
Brown University, US, I shall have done in the next 4 years, and I will pick up from there.
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh.
Boarding schools are very important.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
very important. They support a lot, and they bring uniformity. We have students who have no food
Mm.
at home, under
Mm.
scholarship of Wings to Fly, under scholarship of Mastercard Foundation, under scholarship of cooperative, under government scholarship.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And these students also, they need uniformity,
Mm-hmm.
because when you send this student, you support this student, and akienda nyumbani ana stima na ana taa ana chakula, kesho akirudi shule ata compete na huyu the same.
Yeah, ni ngumu sana, ni ngumu sana, but I think huyu mwenye ana taa atakuwa na uchungu ndani yake yenye itakuwa inampush. It's gonna be pushing them to maybe work extra hard or something. Yeah. But
Do you
it's not
know?
like both, it's not a fair, it's not on a fair ground. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Do you know reading at night is the personal reading, and it helps a student to capture a lot.
Mm. That's it.
Reading at night, being in school and reading at night, because when you are at home, there is a kipindi, you want to watch
Oh,
news, you want to do this, you want to do
yeah,
this, you want to do this. Those
yeah,
things will affect you. Those things will
yeah.
affect you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you may not perform well as you would have performed when you were confined in a boarding school. You compete squarely, you feed from the same teacher, you sleep in the same dormitory, you wake up early, you go do extra work, you do extra mile.
Mm. Wow.
Yes,
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't support that, and that is not
Okay.
the reason. The
So
reason is
yeah,
toxicity in the society. The reason is just we have a sick society.
yeah, okay. So I hope Wilfred Odiambo, you've been answered. Nyamlori is making good points here because boarding school provides general or common grounds for everybody. So when the lights are not there, everybody has no lights. When the shortage of food, it's everybody, and so on and so forth. So it makes sense. Akelo Bigman is saying, I think what ignited the banning of schools mostly is the new and very fixed COVID calendar. I'm a teacher and I can tell you for sure it comes a time in the course of the term these kids become very tired until most of them can't concentrate anymore. Government doing away with the co-curriculum activities like the games, music and drama festivals due to COVID has also played part in this issue of banning schools. The kids don't get time to break the classroom boredom. I agree with. I think I quote Makodi. So this person is saying that they are teachers, and they are supporting this thing that is saying, that the banning of the co-curriculum activities and, COVID. I was seeing a lot of people were complaining when this issue started, like, people were saying that they are working under pressure. That, let me say, the short break, there are two breaks, right? There used to be
Yes.
two breaks, the long break and the short break. So
Mm.
during the short break, if it's supposed to be 15 minutes, now they're limiting it to 5 or 10 minutes. And then when it's the long break, or either maybe it's only one break right now and it's only 10 minutes. So, everybody needs a break. So maybe they are working under too much pressure. And the education system in Kenya in itself is already pressure. So adding pressure on top of pressure because, because of COVID now, they want to cover everything in a short span and so on. So do you think this could be also contributing to this? I want to say somehow yes, because the
Yeah,
brain, there's only so much that the brain can take.
it is contributing, and that is why I told you
Yeah,
poor policy formulation
yeah,
and circular. I talk about the government, failure of the
yeah,
government. The second point, my
yes,
second point was
mm,
concerning the government.
yes, uh-huh.
The
Mm-hmm.
government puts so much pressure on teachers and students,
Mm,
not thinking of the outcome. They just
mm,
want that thing to be done. They don't want to know.
mm,
This thing must be done. They don't want to do. That is why I'm telling you that the people coming up with curriculum and even the developing curriculum and the education policy makers in the Ministry of Education and Science and Technology, they
mm.
should go back to their drawing board. They
Okay.
should go back and they should work with the stakeholders. They should work with the TSC,
Mm, mm,
the stakeholder like TSC. They should work with the NAT. They should work with the COPET. They should work
yes.
with the Kenya Private School Association,
Mm,
PTA, Kenya Parents Association,
mm,
before coming up with a circular. You can't
okay.
just wake up tomorrow morning and you advertise and you just call the press and you say this one will happen from tomorrow with the effect from tomorrow. That is
Effective from this.
dictatorial.
Yeah,
That is
that's
dictatorial. And
yeah,
I agree with the pressure banning co-curricular activity because there is pressure. Imagine
yes.
you want to do physics, you are doing physics, the topics
Mm,
of electrochemistry, radioactivity, and what have you. You are doing molarity in
mm,
chemistry and doing whatever. You are doing loci in
mm,
mathematics. You are doing linear programming and this,
yes.
and they want you to be doing it every now and then in a very short time to grasp everything. Newton, third law of motion, and
Yeah,
even
yeah,
in Mujamii, Kiswahili, and
yeah.
Sajili. There, there are so many things they are capturing. I know.
And also
Uh,
every unit has assignments and so on and so forth that you
yeah,
need to meet. So it's too much, that's for sure. Yeah.
I accept that is too much to the student, and that is why I was telling you
Yeah.
poor policy
Yeah.
formulation and implementation.
Okay, so
Somebody
directly to
is
the
in
government.
somebody is in Jogo House and he have decided and they just call the TSC, just send this circular to the teacher. We have also sent to the director of education with the effect from next week.
Yes.
And they will do it because the bosses have said.
Mm. Wow. Wow, that's bad. I can see Jafet Kemoi. Welcome is saying child teacher relationship in Kenya has a wide gap. You know,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's for sure. Because I doubt so many people can really walk to the teacher and tell them, I am facing this and this and this.
Mm.
And also, you've said several times that, you even tried talking to some teachers and then they went ahead and twisted things against you and so on and so forth. So teacher-child relationship somehow is a very wanting, whatever. I don't know if I want to say topic or it's issue or something, you know. So most teachers treat their kids like they're their enemies, so they can't even approach them in case of any trouble or something. But at the same time, also some kids, because of how they behave, so they already create enmity between them and the teachers. So that's true. The gap is really wanting. I don't know if you want to say anything about it.
The
Oh,
gap
you,
is too big. Yeah, it is too big because you know the problem. I told you that
yeah,
a parent,
yeah,
when the teacher try to do correctional to the child, the parent will go to school and rant or even abuse the teacher in the presence of the student or the
yeah,
pupils.
yeah,
So the teacher, what the teacher and the pressure, the TSC has put a lot of pressure on the teacher side of the teacher, in
yeah,
such a way, a teacher is concentrated to do so many things in a
mm,
short given time,
mm,
compared to other profession, people who have gone to another profession. So you know that this teacher is also having some issue with psychologically. They don't have time to guide the student. They don't have time to talk to the student, their
mm.
lifetime, how they struggle and what. They don't have time. They just teach and move out.
Uh,
Congestion. I told you, you a class of 80 students or 107 students, one stream is having
yes,
80 students and should be having 40 or 45 or 52 at
that's
most.
a lot. Yeah.
So the teacher will be marking exam for 107 or 90 students, will
Mm.
not have time to guide these students on their behaviors.
Yeah, yeah,
Congestion in schools.
yeah, yeah. That makes
And you
sense.
know now there's ministry,
Mm,
there's truth selection and they send to the school.
mm,
The principal come and pick, these are the students we have selected for you. During
mm.
our time, the principal used to participate on selection.
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
principal used to take the capacity. I have a capacity of 350, I have a capacity of 320, I have a capacity of 27. Now you have a capacity of 350 and you are given 500 students.
Wow. Yeah,
And
that's
you
too
will not
much.
say no because you will be transferred to a decimal school.
Yeah. Wow.
Hmm.
Makes sense. Makes sense, and it's quite unfortunate. I wanna send a shout out to Glenn Pierce. I can see Nyakanan is saying listening from my window, and Wilfred is saying I schooled in the village. We used to have 2 terms of ball games, first term and athletics second term. The school was poor, so we couldn't go past first 2 months of every games month. Even in school teams, even if school teams performed well, being in the village, the school used to have a relative big population, excuse me. For all my life there, before or after, no single day have I ever heard of students banning or causing trouble, even despite the challenges that they couldn't even proceed to the
Hmm.
next level because of the lack of finances and stuff, because it was a
And
small
that is
school.
what I was telling you,
Yeah.
peer pressure wrote in the society and
Yeah.
behavioral.
Okay. Yes. Makes
Hmm.
sense. It makes sense. And it's concluding by saying apparently a kid of 3 years old will be carrying a big bag on his back going to school.
Yes.
That will be the systems until that kid graduates from the university. Parents should stop postponing their parenthood in the guise of work and commitment. In other countries, kids start school at the age of 5 or 6. So he's trying to say that people start going to school at a very premature age, or what? I think that's just okay because it's a lower level of education. That's why it's KG, it's kindergarten, and then and so on and so forth, which is all over the place. So I'm not getting the point here, but on the point where he's saying parents should stop postponing their parenthood, I want to agree, which is what
Yes.
we had talked about earlier,
Hmm.
and
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, that one is
Hmm.
so true. So I don't know if we haven't talked about something else. We were talking about religious stakeholders and the UN and stuff. Uh,
UN imposed child right in third world countries, not knowing that our Africans behave differently with their kids.
okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know this child right came right from punishment, abolition of corporal punishment in high school in schools came
Mm.
right from the child right from the UN organization,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
and they are one of the cause of this thing.
Yes.
Religious was playing a big role because I used to see our chaplain used to advise us a lot, and it used also to act as moderator. There are
Yeah.
those people were misbehaving, and the principal and the deputy have decided to expel them,
Yes.
and the chaplain could come over and talk to the principal to give them this last chance,
Mm.
and they could come and they end up performing well, going to good to universities, and now I know they can do what they like when they are in university.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so the CU, the chaplains and all these things, they used to help a lot. I don't know if the the setup is still the same even anymore because a lot has changed. But
To my surprise, even my former school has never invited me to go talk to those students, and even I don't know the level of the CU in my former school or whatever is taking place there since I left the school in 2015
but
November.
that's funny because you are a known man right now. You don't know you've been interviewed by Jalas.
I really don't know.
They
I
know
really don't
him.
know.
So
When I was going to pick my certificate is when I was told that now we have 12 team. That is what I got of my former school. But I don't
that's
know. I don't know what the CU, the whatever they had, the music week, in the houses competition, in the classes competition, and what academic competition, and what entertainment. I don't know what is taking place in my former school. I just know that it is congested.
okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and congestion is gonna be something that the kids are not gonna be getting, because equal attention and so on, because the teacher alone has a lot to deal with because more hands to more mouths to feed and all these things, and you can't even access each student just like you were saying earlier because you already have a lot of delegations to do on this because they've overstretched the streams and so on, and so you have a lot of students. And on your point where you were talking about the UN, I feel like they need to like do their research, get to understand
Yes.
how the
Mm.
education system works in Africa and so on
Yes, it's
before
very different.
imposing the rules, because over here and other countries, oh, it's illegal for the corporal punishment and so on, and you can be sued and all these things. So they think that it's the same thing all over the place. But at the same time, also teachers, they need to, you're punishing, you are not killing. Some teachers also make
Mm.
it to some extreme extents, and that's what maybe goes viral and they get to see. So maybe that's why they are ending up coming up with this whatever general solutions which are not really needed
Mm.
or are not
Mm.
realistic going by the standards of the African kind of education. So yeah, I wanna support you on that. The UN gets it kind of wrong, and Glenn Pierce is saying just one more thing: the UN gets wrong. And finally, I wanna talk about the importance of education because you are in a position to talk about this so much because you went through a lot in the quest of this, and you just kept going until you got to the point where you wanted in life. So can you maybe end by telling us all the importance, like, is it really important to get education? Because I'm seeing a lot of debates going on, people saying that education is not really important and so on and so forth, or you only need to focus on your talent, and do not waste all this money, and because after finishing school and stuff, you're still going to be waiting with your certificates and all of these things. So people are, I was reading something, somebody was saying that instead of using that close to 1 million, by the time you've done all the way from baby class all the way to university, how much have you used? It's 1 million plus, a
A
million.
lot of money
Yeah.
but you can't compare education with anything, Bana.
Yeah.
Education is very vital and very important.
Mm,
Even you, without education, USA would have not given you the visa to go, would have not passed English proficiency exam.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Education is very important. I struggled, and immediately I completed Form 4. I went and constructed a very beautiful house to my mom, though it is
Wow.
semi-permanent.
Oh,
I
nice.
went and connected the electricity to my village before joining university.
Wow, nice.
No, I can do research. I can write some academic writing. I can do something. I can write something. I can write some proposal to some organization and pay my rent and do everything, of which I could not do earlier.
Oh,
And
nice.
we do something when I get something to write. Maybe in 2 weeks, I've got some amount, a good amount to support my blind mother, and a good amount to pay my rent.
Mm. Wow.
So education, you cannot we see education. You cannot say that it's not important. How
Yeah.
many people have talent in your village?
There's a lot of people, by the way. A
There's a
lot.
lot of people, and do we have people to nurture that talent in this third world country?
No, it's really hard, by the way. It's really
It
hard.
is hard. It
Yeah.
is hard. We have people who can play football more than Olungas,
Oh,
and nobody
yes.
has exposed them,
Yeah, true, true, true.
and nobody will expose them. They will rot in the village.
Mm.
I
Mm.
have very good policy knowledge with me. I can advise any organization.
Mm.
No one has come to me for that.
Wow.
I've
Mm-hmm.
applied for job, though I know very soon I'll get
You
one.
get, yeah,
I'm
you get.
writing a book.
Mm.
It is just I have some stumbling block. I've not gotten support to complete it. But
Yes.
I'm writing a book. I sent you some kind of manuscript.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it last before you leave. And
I'm writing a book, but because I'm struggling to do so many things without income, so completing it in time is affecting
it's
me.
hard, yeah.
So education is very important.
Mm.
You are in US because of education. Now I can apply for visa and come to US. They will not deny me because I
Yeah.
have clean,
Yeah, yeah, your report
channels.
is,
Of, yeah,
educational report. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I have very clean one. So
Mm.
somebody should not cheat us that education. Take the child to school, even if he or she will get an E, will reason better than somebody who has not gone to school.
Yeah.
That interaction nature,
Yeah.
that literature,
Yeah.
reading about the Song of Lawino, Copy Tech,
Yeah.
it will make the student change behavior.
Yeah.
Reading about even the river and the source.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm.
Kidagaa kimemwosea. It
Mm.
will make the student know how society, betrayal in the city.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, the concubine, name them, those
Mm.
books. By
And
reading those books, even if you get a D minus, that
mm.
person will behave differently. We
Yeah.
have been sorting cases in the village. Dealing with somebody who has not stepped in school is very difficult, and they believe in violence.
Yeah.
Unamkanya hivi, ndio
Mm.
hiyo amewatusi, ameanza and is ready to bring a panga to cut everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm seeing most cases also in the schools, like people are just carrying pangas, machetes everywhere, like it's
Yes.
nothing,
Yeah,
like it's a
that is
steal.
what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
me, my even if you annoy me now,
Mm, mm.
and my emotion will not rise beyond my intellectual, and I start throwing things in public,
Yeah.
telling you, threatening you with pangas and doing what because I've gone through a lot of discipline.
Yes, yes.
And education is a continuous process. We are still learning.
Yeah.
It is a
Learning
continuous
never ends.
process which is supported by kind of discipline. You pass through from one step to another. As you go, you learn more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so education is important. Everybody, education is important. You cannot compare education with anything else. No matter how you are reasoning that you're seeing people have lost hope in life. They went through all these kinds of series of education, and until now they haven't gotten anything. But they are where they are. They can sit down and hold reasonable conversations. They can even get the online writing jobs and all these things because of education. There is
And
no
we also have formal education and informal we have wisdom and knowledge.
yeah, we have wisdom and yes.
And there is this somebody who doesn't have knowledge and doesn't have wisdom, can do anything. And that is why you see that a wife has killed the husband has
Yeah,
killed the wife. And
yeah,
we have people who are very emotional and they have no knowledge. And they will think, oh, I am assistant director somewhere. Well, if I beat my wife, it'll let a
it will
pichambaya. You
affect
see,
me.
that one
Yeah,
it will reduce them a bit. But
yeah,
if they lack both, correcting that person will be very hard in the
yeah,
society.
yeah. Wow.
Like our parents never went to school and they had wisdom. They could direct us, don't retaliate, don't do this, and it's
Mm,
still helping me up to date.
mm,
And
yeah,
we have people who don't have wisdom. and they don't have knowledge. That person, how
Yeah.
will you are you going to correct him in your village, even if he is coming from
No,
your clan?
no, that person might just kill you or beat you up like
Yes. And
crazy.
always by lacking that, they always think that you are against them. When you talk, you say, Tindo Sungare. Sisi
Hmm.
anaringa,
Yes.
anaringa.
Yeah.
Ukijaribu kuleta point, they will not listen to you.
Ati amedharau watu. Ati
Wamedharau
sijui.
watu.
But it's just because they don't understand. They cannot relate. Huh? So
Yes.
education is important. That one is true. And Glenn Pierce is saying your story is an inspiration and a source of motivation for everyone. Thanks for sharing it with us. And Wilfred Odhiambo is saying, I agree with Nyamlori. Education is equal to nothing. The only thing that we get it wrong in Kenya is we want to level education and money. We say education
Yes.
is important. The moment we
Yes.
start buying lies from politicians, how they made it in life or selling mayai, the core
Yeah.
value of education is to help you, to help us solve human and nature problem. These politicians are misleading people, and that's
Seriously, seriously,
yeah.
seriously, they
They
are
want,
misleading people. They
yeah,
are very crooked. In fact, these people are misleading people.
yeah.
They are policy makers and they don't know what they are making. I'm wondering. They're the one implementing policy and they are really misbehaving. Politicians are misleading people. Somebody
Yes.
is coming out and telling you that I was poor and today I live in suburb. I own this and this by doing some money laundry. And instead of telling people how I doing some money laundry, is tell you that I started investing
Yeah,
with
they're
using
lying that we are
they're
investing.
lying. They're lying to students, and a student will see if this politician is having choppers and he was selling
Yeah,
my. What is the need
yeah,
of going to
yeah.
school?
What is the need of going to school? But they don't know that even if they go and sell that mayai, they need education. They need maths to go and balance the money that they are giving and the one that they are
But
getting back.
tell me, entrepreneurs,
Yes.
international businessmen, entrepreneurs who never went to school. Tell me one. These are crooked, the drug baron. This,
Yeah.
this, these people who are rich around, they are not even businessmen. They are drug baron. They are doing some
Yeah,
unscrupulous
they're
business.
hiding on the yeah, they're
They are
hiding on I
hiding
don't know.
on hard
Yeah,
work and they are doing nothing completely.
yeah,
Where have they invested? Which
yeah,
company have they formed?
yeah,
Which business incubation center? Which startup?
yeah.
And somebody is living in a suburb, having high-end car, having choppers, having everything.
Mm.
And he will tell a student that but by the year this and this, I was a makanga. Or I
Eh,
was,
yeah, 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 that's true. So these people are seeing like, oh, if he was a makanga by my age and they are there now, then I can. So
yeah.
that's true, man. It's sad.
Oh, no, the real thing about those people bwana. Ask yourself, huyu jamaa alipewa ataenda lini ya kuprocure even police uniform afike hiyo level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of lies. So that's why I keep on saying,
Lot of
yeah,
lies,
people
and
shouldn't believe
media
everything.
also, media framing, and media also making these things so serious that
Look
they
like it's
believe in those
easy.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
Media is publishing those things. Somebody is telling you that I got an E and I've made it in life. How many people got an E and made it in life?
Maybe it's a lot, maybe it's not a lot. It just depends on an individual and luck
Yes,
and
it is
opportunities
depending
and
on
all these
individual.
things.
When you publish something negative
Yeah.
to students and even to these young kids, they will take it and they behave. If somebody made it and he had this, let me just get that and go.
Yeah, but they don't know that everybody has their own luck
Yeah,
and
yeah, they
opportunities
don't
and
know.
whatever.
They
Yeah.
will not know because
Yeah.
media will bring you a politician. They will have not even asked them how many companies do you have,
Yeah.
how
Yeah, they're
many
not doing their
business apps
research.
do you have.
They are not doing
Huh?
their research. Yeah.
They are not doing their research. They are just publishing the stories that they
Yeah, with
want to
the
sell. They
good.
want the
Yes.
story to sell out. And
Yeah.
that thing also is affecting society. It's
Yeah.
also affecting media. Is also participating in a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of people involved. That's true. The
Yes,
politicians, the media, the everybody, everybody, all
peer
those people
pressure.
who have the voice that people can listen to, they're also falling onto that too. So yeah, it's a little
See what media is giving publicity. At hey, so and so is rich, so and so is this, so and I've never seen even a media who's calling me to go talk to student burning school.
Yeah, and I felt, I feel like you are the right candidate because you went to school as a young person, as an old person, as an older
Yes,
person, and all these things, so you know that it doesn't really necessarily mean anything to go and ban the schools if you
I
disagree with
completed school
somebody
at
there.
around 30. I was around 30, older
When
than some teachers, man. I
uh,
completed high school at around 30, man. And I was very disciplined.
Yeah, there's never a point where, you went and told two or three students, let us come together and let us
Uh,
go and burn this principal's office and so
yes.
on. Yes. So, yes, I feel like you are the right candidate. These people should really recognize
I
and,
have never been. I even requested them to give me time to be guiding student at many. Anyway, I look for my camera and I start a YouTube channel to do that. I
yeah,
looked for
please,
my
yeah,
camera.
that is
If
the
our
best
friend
way.
will
That
support
is
me
the
get
best.
some good camera, I'll
That,
just start on my own.
that is the best way. We will get you a camera. We will get you a camera. We will get you a camera, tripod, pale, and a ring light. Legit
Yes.
stuff. Yes. You
Yes,
start
that
making
one
them, and then
I'll be
soon
doing
you
it
see
on
them.
my own. Then you
Yeah.
give me the name of the channel, and I'll start that channel. Then when the students are in the holiday, I'll be having good time with them,
Yeah.
engaging them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good idea. Nowadays, you don't wait for them. You will wait until you die. So you
Mm.
will keep requesting they want until maybe your story is blowing somewhere, then they reach out to you. So the best
It
way
is
is
so.
just
It
go
is
and
so.
start the channel.
Burning school. It really hurts me a lot. It
Mm,
really hurts me. I don't. I looked for fee for years, for
mm.
20 years, looking for scholarship. For
Yes.
years for me to get wings to fly.
Yes.
Looked for fee and I was very clever and was going to top performing school and I had no chance to getting somebody supporting me.
Mm.
Somebody has just got support and is doing well. Instead of reciprocating into hard
Yeah.
work,
Mm.
misbehaving, burning school. A
Yeah.
student who if he is dropped now that you will not stay in my family, his life will end before
There.
even reaching 25 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, some of them are not thinking, but yes, it's a brilliant idea that you're saying right here. It might even unaweza hata fanya tu hivi one video you blow and then boom.
Yeah.
Kidogo you start making your own money to on that just by doing what you love and you're talking to people because they're not giving you the opportunity, and then you get to do what you've really yearned for the longest time. That is publishing your book finally, and
Yeah.
getting to sell it. I'm hoping it sells a lot, man. Ikue one of the best sold, because your story is
Mm.
really inspirational, and anybody who can read it can see that anybody, regardless of where you come from, regardless of all the hardships that you're going through right now, it doesn't determine the person that you're going to become tomorrow. That you can come from anything and become anything that you want. So
Mm.
yeah. So yes, I'm looking forward to the end of that book. So far, I'm enjoying the manuscript, and
Mm.
I can't wait for the whole book to come out and all these things. I'm just wishing you well.
I have a lot of hurdles. I wish I could get some support from some people because I have a lot of hurdles. If I could get somebody to support me or to support me even on some one thing or another, I be stable in 1 month or 2 months.
Yeah,
I'll complete that book.
guys, whoever it might be feeling like helping, they're in a position of helping, let us try to get Nyamlori a camera and whatever ring light and so that they can elevate their journey to the next level, which is getting to publish their books and moving forward with their life. I hope maybe some people I hope maybe some people that were willing to be on the live but they couldn't get there, they can get even later on. It doesn't matter. But if
Mm-hmm.
people can join hands and let's come together to support our very own Matthew Nyamlori. He's been spewing wisdom, you guys have been saying from the word go. So, who return, returning the favor is not really a bad thing. And any amount can be really helpful. And yes, let's help a brother. He's helped us. throughout. So let us be there for him too. So I hope people come through. And as we are concluding, I'm seeing Glenn is saying, obviously, the politicians didn't go to school and get an education after all. And Wilfred is saying, unfortunately, they end up employing workers from abroad to manage and be chair of board of management. Yeah, that's also something, by the way,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So where are the Kenyans gonna get employment? Where are you gonna be employed if after all of these things there is
You saw an MP passing taking a bill to the parliament that retirees should come back to work in the public service. Was that normal?
no that
There was a
I
bill.
don't no I think that's just it's some of these things that these politicians say. I even try to understand, do they even have advisors, or do they
Yeah,
say
even me,
these
I've
things
been
out?
asking myself, do
Is
they
it
even have advisors? And
yeah,
do they even listen to themselves before going to public?
man, yeah, or do they have yeah, do they even say it out loud, do they even rehearse for their family, or
Yeah,
even within themselves as politicians
yeah,
before coming out and talking
yeah.
about these things in public? Because some of them are so embarrassing, you know so
Mm.
but I hope moving forward, things can get better.
I'm not
And
only helping students. We have people who have there are a lot of gender-based violence. We have people who have lost job. I've been struggling. Even me, I've struggled in life, and I've been managing. There are those who are in depression. They can reach me. There are those who are having. There are those who have need a lot of counseling.
mm,
I'm a personal coach. I can coach
yeah.
out of my experience.
Matthew
I
is
can coach.
all
They
in
can reach
one.
me.
Matthew
They
is
can reach me.
all in one. He can
It is
cancel
not only
you.
monetary. We have people, billionaires committing suicide.
Yeah, yeah,
We have billionaires committing suicide.
yeah.
They can
Wow.
reach me for advice. We have millionaires committing suicide. We have poor people struggling to get even 1 million a week.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there.
yeah,
I've been there. Sometimes I used to sneak to come to your home and your late brother could give me tea.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. So, guys, let us come through for Nyamlori. Nyamlori, you can say your number. And I'm gonna put it again on after I'm done with this live. I'm gonna pin it so that people can support you. Whoever is feeling like they can support you in any way, it doesn't matter. Whoever wants to reach out to you for any kind of
Yes.
advice, for any
And
kind of
I don't charge a snapper now. I help. I'm a
yeah,
life coach for now. I'm giving to the society
yeah.
whatever I went through and how I managed
Mm,
to overcome such hardship.
hardships, yeah. So
So my number,
yeah, go
my
ahead.
number, my number. Let me start with my Facebook. I have two Facebook accounts. There is a page
Mm,
Matthew Nyamlori KE.
mm.
There is Matthew Nyamlori who is my Facebook also.
Yeah, as
I,
it's written
I,
here, Matthew Nyamlori there, yes. Uh-huh.
I have also Instagram, IG, Matthew
Yeah.
Aol.
Uh-huh.
I am also in LinkedIn, Matthew Nyamlori.
Matthew Nyamlori.
YouTube, the same, Matthew Aol.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Facebook, nimesema. Then my number 0721
Uh-huh.
816523.
0721. Let me see.
0721
21
816
816
523.
523 0721 816 523 0721 816 523. Matthew Aol Nyamlori Pali
Yes.
is gonna be the thing that is gonna be coming up. So let us support him, whatever and whichever way. And I can see somebody's asking your Twitter handle. Do you have Twitter?
The
We're gonna
Twitter handle is at Aol Matthew 2. At
Aol
Aol Matthew 2. 2
uh-huh.
mwisho.
Aol
At
Matthew.
Aol Matthew 2.
Yeah. So, guys, let us come through for Nyamlori. Thank you so much for being our guest today. We will
Welcome.
continue talking, and I hope I wish you all the best in your whatever in your endeavors and in your new venture, whatever YouTube channel, uh, so that you can be able to publish your book finally, and get to sell it and get massive sales. Let it even sell out on the first day. Boom.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
so
I'll do it. God
yeah,
willing.
so
I'll
yeah.
do it. I'll also need your support, people. I need to sell internationally.
Yeah. Yes, I will
Mm.
be there. I will be there. So, you can just reach out to me, and I'm always willing to support whatever I can be
Mm.
able to do that. So I hope you have a beautiful night. We will communicate. We will see how
I'm
we can
very,
support
I'm
you.
very humble for honoring me tonight, and we have talked about very important issues. I'm
Yeah,
ever free. If there you want me to talk of any topic,
yeah.
you inform me prior, and I'll be available.
Okay, thank you so much. Today worked well. I think we didn't have any. We almost had a difficulty at the beginning, but you think we can, like, when I maybe I'd like you to be here, you can do it again, right? Using
Yes.
this platform and so on. So yeah, thank you so much for coming through and sparing your time, because it's at night. You're about to sleep, man. But
Mm.
yeah, we will keep in touch. Let us see what the day has, whatever what the week has, and a happy holidays to everybody who maybe we might not
Happy
see them
holidays.
again. Happy
Greet your
holidays.
mom. Greet
Yeah.
your mom and everything. Wakinawe, inaitwa Ivy
Ivy.
and Roy and the rest. Please.
Nitawasalimia. We
Mm.
pia salimiana. Naona watu wengine ndo wanajoin sahii, ama walikuwa wamejoin tu lakini they were silent. And
Yes.
let us come through for Nyamlori. Finally, if you're just joining now, please come through for Nyamlori. The number is right here. I'm gonna pin it. And thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Have a happy holiday. Nyamlori, good night.
Be blessed.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks.